Yo, what is happening, my people? So I am so happy, so pleased to be able to bring you a music review on this Thursday night. Probably by the time you see it, probably be late, probably be midnight, it'd be a late Friday or whatever, early Friday. But this right here is the return of the man. Well, he did drop an album with Kanye not too long ago, like maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago. But Kid Cudi, Scott Cudi, Man on the Moon 3, The Chosen. So this is 18 songs, 59 minutes. And this right here is broken up into acts, like a screenplay or something, or like a play. But I would have never known that if I didn't see this with the track list that I have. Like as far as sonically and listening to it, and does he do a good job in conveying that this is acts and stuff? Not necessarily. Because we had an album, I forgot the name of it, but it was a Lupe album, but it was like spring, summer, fall, winter. Like it was by seasons and stuff. And like there was skits and stuff involved. And so you knew whenever it was going to another season. And he kind of broke it up better than like Scott Cudi did on this, like as far as conveying that it is acts or something. But this is how it goes. Act 1, Return to Madness. Let's get into these tracks. Track 1, Beautiful Trip. Soothing, melodic, hum. It's like ASMR or something. But it's just 37 seconds. But it sounds good. It's like, oh, this is a nice little vibe to start the album off with. Number 2, Tequila Shots. It has that Cudi bop to it, but it doesn't sound as dark. It's kind of refreshing at first whenever you hear it. It's like, yeah, he sounds like he's in a better place and this and that. Number 3, Another Day. And sounds like Cudi. Like, this is just the vibes I'm getting from, like, just hearing this. And, like, it's been a while since hearing Cudi. It's like, he's sounding clearer to me, like, just sonically. He sounds clearer. He's sounding more healthy. It seems like his mental health is better. I'm just going out vocals and vibe and stuff. It's, so far, the material isn't as dark as, what we expect from Cudi. But, is that a good thing or a bad thing or whatever? I'm happy that the brother is sounding clear and coherent in this and that. But that old Cudi though. Number 4, She Knows This. Party style joint. I wanted to say, man, this reminds me of Travis Scott. I'm like, man, this kind of reminds me of Travis Scott. But then it's like, how can you say that reminds you of Travis Scott when Travis Scott is kind of a child of Cudi? He seems like he's like a direct descendant of Kid Cudi. But then when you're listening to it, you hear Travis Scott ad-lib. So it's like, I know my ears wasn't lying to me. So I'm thinking like, I do hear a lot of Travis Scott throughout this album. So I'm thinking like Travis Scott probably produced a lot of joints on this album. So, yeah, so this is Travis vibes. And give me Travis vibes on this. Number 5, Dive. And this is a melodic vibe joint right here. It's just Act 2, The Rager, The Menace. Number 6, Damage. Very much Travis vibes on this. And the track is just saying like how he's a damaged man. Like he just damaged. Pretty much. Number 7, Heaven on Earth. Nice beat. I like his flow on this one. But it's still not something I'm like super crazy about so far on the album. Number 8, Show Out. Featuring Pop Smoke and Skepta. Very Pop Smoke-ish. Like it seems like this would be like a Pop Smoke song. And like Kid Cudi is like, yo man, I really like this. I really enjoy this. Can I have this for my album? It seems like it might have been that. But Pop Smoke is basically just like on the hook of this. But it just has that Pop Smoke vibe to it. Skepta goes off. Like, I'm not a fan of like the UK rappers or whatever, but Skepta does sound good on here. It's a nice joint. It's cool. Number 9, Solo Dolo Part 3. This is finally getting it. It has that dark, moody, Kid Cudi vibe that I like. The thing that really made me gravitate to Cudi's music back in the days and stuff. This is that seclusionary, introvert shit that we love. Like, I like this. Then it goes into Act 3, Heart of Rose Gold. In track 10, Sad People. I don't know, Cudi. To me, is like a... Cudi is kind of like Mary J. Blige to me. He sounds better whenever he's sad. And whenever he's in a sad bag. Kind of like Keisha Cole or something, man. Like, whenever he's just depressed and whatever, it just sounds so much better than when he's in his happy bag. And this right here is kind of like sad. The sad bag. Sad, talking about sad people. I like it. I like it. I don't want you to be sad, Cudi. I want you to be happy and this and that, but I just like that vibe whenever he's sad. He's in a sad bag. Number 11. Elsie's Baby Boy, Flashback. Serious kind of storytelling joint. It sounds like he's kind of talking about, I guess he's talking about like when he was a child or something. But it has a country vibe to it. It's very repetitive. He just keeps saying, it was old bud in the winter, so bud in the winter, so bud in the winter, so bud in the winter. Like, he keeps saying like that. It's like something like that. Like over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Like, it's very, very, very repetitive. Like, repetitiveness is good as far as hit records and stuff. It gets stuck in your mind. You're like, oh. But this right here is just like kind of annoying. It's kind of an annoying repetitiveness on this one. Number 12. September 16th. September 16. Brooding, reflective, kind of female joint. I like this one. Number 13, The Void. I love this. This that Cudi vibe I like. Just that dark space, fall in the void. But it still has like a hopefulness to it. Like, it's kind of like sad, but it's not. It's like, yeah, it's kind of like has a sad vibe, but I'm still like, I'm pushing through this. Like, I don't know. It's just, I just like that vibe to it. Number 14, Loving Me, featuring Phoebe Bridgers. I could see this playing on like a romantic movie, maybe a romantic comedy or something. And at the end, you know, they have a breakup, and then they have a montage like he's walking through the park and kicking stuff. A dog pisses on his leg or something, and she's just sitting in the room and eating ice cream or something. Like, it just has a sad like vibe to it, but it's just like it could be on a movie. Like, I don't know. That's just how I see. I just see this could be in one of them like romantic type movies. But I like it. Act 4, Powers. The last act of it. And this is the last act is not. Track 15, The Pale Moonlight. Still kind of dark content. The content of the song is kind of dark, but it's more has a bubblish type feel to it. I'm not too crazy about this joint. Like, just the vibe of it and stuff. It's kind of like bubblish. Like, 16, Rockstar Nights featuring Trippie Redd. Sounds very young. It doesn't sound like he's trying to be in Trippie Redd's bag. It's still very much Cudi's bag. But it's like youthful club. I could see this in like a white raver type club setting or something. Like, so that's not my bag. Number 17, For the Kids. If you see music in colors, like, you know how some people say, like, I see music in colors and stuff. Like, I don't necessarily see music in colors, like visually see it, but like in my mind, like, I kind of could like give vibes or something like this dark. This is so and so and so. Like, so I don't visually see it like that, but I kind of see it in my mind. And this right here, like, this track is just kind of like too bright. Like, that's the way I could describe this. Like, it's just too bright of a joint for me. Like, I kind of like cutting in the more darker bag. Like, this just brightness for it is like, it's cool. Like, you don't want to hear the same thing from an artist over and over again. But it's kind of like, not what I want from Cudi. Number 18, Lord I Know. Whatever you go through, like, just let it be known that I'm a warrior. It ain't gonna break me. But it's still like a bright track. Like, but he's trying to convey his like triumph over his demons and stuff. And like this. at the end of this album, they say to be continued. Like, whenever I read the synopsis of this album, it said, this is Man on the Moon 3, The Chosen, the last of the series. But then at the end, it says, it's to be continued. So, I don't know what's up with that. But, like, my favorite joints on here, Solo Dolo Part 3, Track 9, that is my favorite song, period. Track 10, Sad People. 12, September 16. 13, The Void. And 14, Loving Me. There's a few other tracks that I like, a few tracks I dislike, but they're the songs that I really like. So it's just like 5 songs that I like really love on here. It's not a bad project. Like, some of the things I dislike, like the bubblishness, and I think people will like that. Like, it's just not what I'm looking for from Cudi. Like, I kind of like when Cudi is in the oh yeah. When he in that bag, I'm just not. I like Cudi when he more in the whatever is just like more somber. But when he yeah, like, I'm just not as into it. So it has more of that bubblish vibe than the dark vibe that I like from him. So me personally, I give this like a 6.5 out of 10. It's not a bad project, but is it something that I'm going to have on replay? So I'm going to be jamming? Not necessarily. But it's dope. It's nice. I'm happy that Cudi is back, man. I'm happy that the Cudi fans get to check this out. I'm pretty sure y'all probably gonna kill me. Cudi has a rabid fan base. Like, Cudi fans, he has fans. So, yeah, y'all probably gonna kill me in the comment section. But it's not something that I'm just like super impressed by, super in love with. I'm probably never gonna listen to this again, I'll be honest. But 6.5 out of 10. That's my thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe. Go be the greatest and the most hated. Drop your comments in the comment section. Peace.